Meg, and it is 2025, and I'm still listening to metal and heavy rock. Today I'm going to share a few of my favorites from the past month. Let's get to it. All right, I had to migrate to a different room for the rest of the video. There was noise going on outside. There's lawn work going. I thought I would be safe because it was Sunday. Long story short, no, it's loud. So if you hear weed whackers and whatever in the background, I'm sorry, I guess. Anyways, I'm Roseanne, and I listen to a lot of metal and heavy rock, along with other types of music. I love music from all genres, and music is something that is almost a necessity for when I'm making artwork. Once in a while, I'll have Star Trek or something going on in the background, but usually it's music, and there's a very good chance it's going to be metal music. Now, at the end of March, I started listening to power metal that I kind of refer to as He-Man metal, because it reminds me of, that cartoon from the 80s that I grew up with. Yeah. Although this first one, let's see if I've got room here to put up some pictures of album covers. The first one I'm going to mention is Metal Church from 1984, their self-titled album. I've been playing that entire album quite a bit. It's really good. If you haven't heard Metal Church before and you like bands from the 80s that are like thrash or speed metal, definitely give that album a listen. Another one from the 80s that I have been listening to is the Kings of Metal album from Manowar. This album is that's exactly why I call this particular genre He-Man metal. I mean, it's Manowar. Yeah, I know there's some problematic things with them, but sometimes the art and the artist. And the third album that's been getting quite a bit of play over this month was the Visigoth Conqueror's Oath album. That was released in 2018. That is such a good modern power metal band. I feel they're really underrated. If you're into nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, it's really definitely worth checking them out. I really dig their sound. Now, besides those three albums, for some reason, I have just felt like listening to a lot of random classic rock as well. And I might make a playlist and put it in the description below of just random classic rock I've been listening to this month. Stuff like Billy Squier and, of course, a little Led Zeppelin here and there, but also Def Leppard. Like, I could finally listen to Def Leppard. I had to take a break from them starting in the late 90s, and I finally have gotten back into them within the last decade. So that's the metal and rock music I've been listening to this month. I'm probably going to start doing these videos just because I listen to so much music, especially albums. I do way more listening to albums than playlists, and I don't know, it might just be fun. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you on my next video.